So the biggest question is what is going on with the servers in NBA 2K15. You know, are they going to be up? Are they going to be down the next minute? Are they getting fixed? Like, what's going on with the servers? But I'll get onto that later. The first part, you know, I want to get into the good things about NBA 2K15. You know, the things that make this game possibly one of the greatest sports games out there. And the first thing is the game modes. You know, they brought back all the same game modes, you know, adjusted some of the old ones and added a few, like the stage and the Jordan Rec Center. And they've kind of changed the park around a little bit. You know, it's a good idea what they did with the park, but bringing back the park wasn't really a good idea, or was it? And I'll get onto that later. But you know, there's my team, my GM, like the head-to-head or the team up. My team and my career, of course, is probably the biggest one right next to the my team. And there's no crew, which kind of, you know, sucks. But hopefully they will bring it back. I don't know when they're going to, if they will. I'm pretty sure they have to, because everyone is just complaining about no crew and park needs to go and stuff like that. But let's talk about that in a few minutes. The gameplay is really solid. You know, there's a few glitches here and there. I've heard some with some self alley-oops, and I haven't experienced them. You know, I'm a point guard, I'm a small guy, so I don't really throw self oops. And you know, the gameplay is really solid. They made it feel more realistic. You know, you can't just go in the paint whenever you want and just dominate. You know, you have to work your way up to get badges, and you know, for my career. And you know, you just can't dominate the same way you can in NBA 2K14. But I'm pretty sure you can. Once you get your guy good enough, you can probably dominate. But it takes a little bit of time, unless you want to buy VC, and we'll talk about that later. But the next topic is the my career. That game mode is probably the biggest one, the most played mode in NBA 2K history. You know, good features they've added. Like, they've added a lot of cutscenes, you know, with the coaches and the interaction that you have overall with your organization, and just all the new the mentors, and you know, the coaches, the high school coach and stuff like that. It's a lot of cool stuff. And the gameplay just adds on to it. You know, you have to work your way up, you know, get badges and stuff like that to make your guy better. But, you know, there's a few things that they can probably fix in my career, add to my career and stuff like that. But, you know, we'll talk about that maybe later in another video. But they've added a lot of great new features. You know, one of them is you got more passing options. You don't have just a bounce pass and a flashy pass. You now got like a lob pass. You know, if you want to go in the post and you just want to lob it over your guy and into the guy in the post, that's a really cool feature, because now you're not just stuck with those passes. And I like how they changed them to buttons rather than just having the flashy pass on the right stick. You know, I've personally don't use flashy passes, so the lob pass is L2 or LT and triangle or Y, and the bounce pass is LT, L2X or A, and then the bounce pass is, or the flashy passes, I believe, like B or circle. And I get this monster block. Look at that. My guy's just barely played a few games and I'm already getting monster blocks. But anyways, with the new features come with, like, you know, all the new animations, and you know, a lot of them are good, some of them can be bad. Good ones are probably the fact that you can block dunks now, or contest dunks, so they don't instantly make them every time they go up in your face. That always got annoying. And the new alley-oop system, kind of like where you can block an alley-oop, that's a like really good feature, because in 2K14, whenever you play the park, all guys do sometimes just throw oops and nothing you can do. But some bad animations can be the fact that your fast break can be stopped by a poor pass that your guy decided to make. Whenever you try to pass like a bounce pass to be a certain direction, but he ends up passing it wrong and into the defender, and that's needs to be fixed. Another one is whenever you're on a fast break and you try to throw it down court, but he doesn't lead him. The guy stops at the 3-point line, and you don't want a 3-point shot. You want to get an easy dunk, but your guy stops and everybody else is able to catch up. And that's probably it for the good things. There's a lot of other good things about this game, but let's go on to the bad. The got next is park itself even a good idea. Maybe a good idea for the park, which I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep around, because that's just how 2K wants to do things. They don't really care about other people but themselves and making money, so they're probably not going to give us what we want. So ideas for got next is, maybe if you're standing in a got next, and instead of waiting for the game to be over, why don't they just throw you into a game where someone else is standing on another got next spot. So it's kind of like a lobby, so you can watch other people play, and once you step into the got next, it automatically puts you into kind of like a searching, to where you're searching for other players that have 3 players in the got next circle, like how if you got 3 people in got next, that's when it starts the search. And then I think that'd be a pretty good idea. If I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring back the park, so that's some way to make it better. How about no more VC? Why do we have to have a VC for? People can just buy VC and just make their characters a monster, and that kind of defeats the purpose of building your guy up and letting it be fun. And be like FIFA. For the park, for the online, for FIFA, you have to make a whole new pro. And why don't they just do this with 2K? I mean, why not just buy it? You have to make a new pro, and just build him up by only playing online games. And all in all, the servers are probably what preventing this game from being the greatest sports title ever made. Because this game is solid, but with the servers, things just instant terrifying news. But that's probably all I got for now. Just leave comments on what you think would be a good idea to add to maybe new game modes. Game modes that are already here. Just leave a like or comment, whatever you feel. And talk to you guys later.